New World Order ni mtazamo mpya. Dunia inaingia katika mtazamo mpya. Mtazamo huu mpya ni wa dunia kuunganishwa kuwa moja. Yule mnyama alikuwa na meno ya chuma yenye kuvunja vunja. Meno yale yalikuwa yanavunja nini? Yalikuwa yanavunja uwezo wa kila taifa duniani kujitawala.
The New World Order.
The New World Order.
Far be it for me to question you, Your Highness, but might not the New World Order be better served by approaching the humans with a more benevolent hand?
And suffer further rebel insults? The High Evolutionary is right. They must be crushed! Begin your preparations, my knights. The destiny of the New World Order will be fulfilled.
Attention humans! By order of the High Evolutionary, you are commanded to vacate your homes immediately. Those who do not comply will be vacated by force.
Please! Please don't!
Identification confirmed. Next. Step inside. You are under arrest for unauthorized altering of an identification implant. Come with us, rebel.
No, wait! It must have been defective! I'm not a rebel!
The assassin is Gambit. People are afraid. They want action. They want protection. They want revenge. The mutant control law is passed, calling for an army of sentinels. They march over the nation, seeking out mutants, hunting them down like animals.
Surrender, mutant!
Some fight back. But not for long. The Sentinels herd the surviving mutants into detention camps. The camps are your final stop. You never leave. Never! But those who control the Sentinels don't stop with mutants. Eventually they bring their new world order to all humans.
Terrans who accept the Neo-Sapien peace will be tolerated in the New World Order. Those who refuse and resist will be eliminated.
You will always have a special place in my heart and in the New World Order.
Ghoulish isn't our vampire, Mrs. C.
Maybe you can ask Santa what he saw before he was bitten.
Right. Retrace his steps. Maybe pull a couple of his teeth for DNA samples.
Mandy! I'm getting presents in the New World! I'm getting presents in the New World Order! I'm getting presents in the New World Order! Mrs. Claus said so!
Now off to the cellar with the lot of you. Christmas won't save itself.
The affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order, because the global order is changing again, and the institutions and the rules.
Our constitutional journey did not stop then, and it must not stop now, Judge, and we'll be faced with equally consequential decisions in the 21st century. Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over. Can brain scans be used to determine whether a person is inclined toward criminality or violent behavior? You will rule on that.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
President Obama called for a new U.S. role on the world stage.
So we have to shape an international order that can meet the challenges of our generation.
Echoing a phrase made famous by the first President Bush.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order.
The international order we seek is one that can resolve the challenges of our time.
We had a worldview, Republican and Democratic presidents alike, from Harry Truman to George Bush. President Bush said, and it's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
A new world order.
The international order we seek is one that can resolve the challenges of our time.
An order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
This five-pointed star was man. And if you flipped it upside down, the upside-down five-pointed star, with the goat, with his chinny chin chin and his ears and his horns, was the sign of Satan worshippers, a satanic star. Now, you can see on the American flag, our stars are right side up. But around the year 2000, the Republican Party changed their logo from the stars being right side up to the stars being upside down. Coincided with the coming on the scene of George W. Bush and Karl Rove. Very strange. I think they need an exorcism.
When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order.
Shape an international order.
A new world order.
A new world order.
Look, this isn't a conspiracy thing. They like the idea of a global government that sort of micromanages everybody.
Good evening, everybody. President Obama and British Prime Minister Gordon today calling for a new world order to tackle our global economic crisis.
There is a global meltdown coming. It is a global depression, and one world currency and one world financial system is the end game. China said last week they want one global currency. France said yesterday or the day before that they want one world order, a new world order, at the end of this event.
I wanted to ask you, friends of ours that live in France have a medical card and there is a chip on it that has all of their medical information from birth to whatever age they are. That scared me, frankly, because I said to them, well, how do you want the government knowing all of your business from cradle to grave? I believe our country was founded on independence, and I think we can all agree on this, whether you're Democrat or Republican. I think it's important that we have privacy between our doctor and our health records, and it shouldn't be shared with the government.
Governor Dean?
And if you could tell me under what moral jurisdiction the Constitution allows you to do that.
You can get, if you have the chip, you can carry the records with you. They can stick it in a computer. They can know all your situations. If you get been in a terrible car accident and you can't tell them anything, you have that. The doctor has the information. They know.
So we just heard the White House they're brushing this off, saying it's not really a big deal. But should Americans be alarmed?
Look at the drones in our skies. Look at the drones in our skies. Look at the drones in our skies.
As someone who started in the very beginning, drone technology has come a long way in a short period of time. Today is much easier to pilot a drone. You just have so much more control over the experience.
In the past few years, we've seen a lot of kind of classical computer vision techniques being deployed in drones for safety and autonomous navigation. At Movidius, we make a VPU. This is a visual processing unit, and this is a dedicated piece of silicon to be able to do visual and artificial intelligence processing in a small embedded device. Using these algorithm techniques allows us to implement features like collision avoidance, being able to recognize the user, being able to recognize exactly where people are, being able to recognize exactly where people are, being able to recognize exactly where people are, exactly where people are.
Well, we are living in a world, folks, where so often science fiction is becoming science fact, where remote-controlled warfare weapons are used more and more to kill enemies and to spy. Check out these cyborg insect drones. They're called nano-quadrotors. They're developed by K-Mel Robotics and the University of Pennsylvania. So these devices can be controlled from far distances, and they may look teeny tiny, but they're actually equipped with cameras, microphones, and experts say this advanced technology, that technology is advanced enough that it could land on you, use its needle, and take a DNA sample, or it could inject a micro-tracking device under your skin, And guess what it would feel like? It would feel like the prick of a mosquito bite.
The Kenya Civil Aviation Authority (KCAA) has published regulations for the commercial use of unmanned aerial vehicles, commonly known as drones. Despite the Kenya film industry players welcoming the move by KCAA, they have criticized the pricing mechanism adopted by the authority.
Where it is really detrimental is that Kenyan filmmakers with very low budgets doing films and programs for the general public and for local TV stations, for them it is far from affordable, because what it will cost them to register, import and operate a drone is normally what their budget is for the whole film or for the whole program.
Well, yes, the pricing is high, the prices are hefty, and those are the prices that have been approved by our authorities to start being charged for operation of drones in Kenya.
In this case, the higher authority was the National Security Council. According to Kibe, the Ministry of Defense will have a say on who gets a license and who doesn't for security reasons.
Can you imagine a situation where you are somewhere and you see a drone flying in and then it starts firing at you? What will you think? I certainly would be extremely scared. I would fear for my life.
KCAA has placed drones in 3 categories, one of them being sports and toys, the second being for private use, and the most common in the country being for commercial use, with one paying an upwards of 500,000 shillings to obtain all the licenses required to fly a drone.
Maurice Mbetsa has joined the exclusive club of aeronautical engineers that features prominent names like the Wright brothers, who invented the plane with the innovation of a passenger drone. His giant leap into the sky is a journey that began at a tender age when he was just 6 years old.
Technology has been my life. I don't watch football. I never used to like football. So electronics was everything. My room was full of batteries, wires.
While in school, Mbetsa studied ahead of time, and that made him drop out of school in his 2nd month of school.
I have to wait for the next 6 years for the lecturer to be able to really give me this knowledge. So I was impatient.
He relied on internet as a knowledgeable base to build his career, and his first invention was a mobile application that could track cars. In 2017, Mbetsa decided to preempt the future by innovating air taxis.
Like if you're flying, it knows your height. It can be able to control the speed of all the motors.
With utmost support from his family, Mbetsa has been able to so far achieve his dream.
We are a family of technology.
Electrically powered, the drone can carry a single passenger for 25 minutes at over 120 kilometers per hour.
Now it's an acceleration towards classical tyranny.
I got your note. Are you okay?
I can't talk. She's listening.
No, she's not. She's with Miss White. And you need to tell me what they're doing to you, because if you're in danger, I'll take you out of here.
No matter where I go, she'll find me.
Okay, so we're not going to let her. Now, you said in your note that they put something inside of you. What was it?
A computer chip.
Mackenzie.
It has all my information on it. It knows everywhere I go. That's how they found me yesterday. I can't hide.
They didn't find you. We did. And there's no computer chip inside you.
There is. Look.
Looks like you got a shot.
He was in a shot. That's how Dr. Zadok put it in.
Look, there's nothing in your arm. They probably told you that so you would behave.
No! Okay, I'm not lying. It's for real. Please just feel it.
Sky. What is that?
I told you. A computer chip.
Actually, it's an RFID chip. Radio frequency identification.
Like they put in dogs.
It's the same basic technology.
So the Burtons can track every single move their daughter makes?
Not yet. In the future, chips will be equipped with GPS, but for now, they simply carry a 16-digit number unique to each client.
So why would the Burtons freak their kid out now if they can't even put her under surveillance yet?
To save her life. If she were ever in an accident, the hospital could scan the implant and retrieve valuable medical information.
So can any third-rate hacker, or Uncle Sam for that matter. How much private information can you put in these chips?
The applications are unlimited. In the future, we'll be able to track children, the elderly, criminals, immigrants.
Welcome to the New World Order. Welcome to the New World Order. Welcome to the New World Order.